There are 5 special types of clues in this puzzle, each representing a special Uno card. Reverse. There are 3 reverse clues. The clue must be read in reverse. Wild. The answer must be anagrammed, 3 of those. Draw 2. A pair of identical letters must be added to the answer. Wild. Draw 4. A set of 4 identical letters must be added to the answer, which is then anagrammed. Skip. Hi, Foggy. Lovely to see you. Go. Contribute your Dan coin. Yes, there is... yes, Digital David. I saw that. I'm assuming it did not work, but it's very funny. Someone was presented with a yellow card in football, and they just went, no, reverse. Excellent gag. Good gag. Please, no one contribute any coins to me wearing a costume. No, no. Oh, yes. I will. I bet, Arch. I mean, given how many times I forget the 7 down, I bet I will forget that, but I will try and say Uno when there is 1 clue left to go. Skip. 22 clues. 1 letter from the clue must be skipped. The remaining 8 clues are normal for a cryptic at any rate. But if you have trouble fitting these into the grid, you might want to try the advice that can be read by reading the skipped letters in clue order. Okay, so we've got wild, reverse, draw 2, wild, draw 4, and skip. So I do have here counters for each of these, so do nag me to update these when I'm certain of a clue type. Let me know, because we've got 3 reverses, 3 wilds, 2 draw 2s, 2 wild draw 4s, 22 skips, and 8 normal clues. But I'm putting normal in that because it says if you have trouble fitting them into the grid, so that's not normal. Allow me first go with all the clues, and when I start crying, then you can come and help me. There we go. Also, I've got the hidden counter above my head. The hidden counter is there, so hopefully that will be. Now, there is a new mechanic. Mechanic's the wrong word. New nomenclature in this book, which means it's in square brackets rather than round, and that means something. And I think that means this is what the entry is. So it's not what the clue will go to, it's what the entry is. I am just looking at square brackets after a clue are used to denote information about the grid entry, while parentheses, as usual, denote information about the clue's answer. Okay, so that is just giving us the length in the grid, not the length of the answer. Indeed, well, enjoy watching the jigsaws. Enjoy watching jigsaws. Oscar's Street in LA seems ugly. Okay, I've got this one, and I know what type of clue it is. Thankfully, the answer sort of presented itself to me quite quickly, and then I could work back from that. I agree, Caters. Just so you know how many squares you've got in the grid rather than have to count. Who likes counting? Hans has got it, Holland's got it, Meredith has got it. Go for it. What I'm going to say is it's an anagram of, sort of, LA Seams. But this is a skip clue. And we're going to skip the L. So it's an anagram of A Seams, and Oscar Street is Sesame Street. But we have to skip a letter in the clue. And we skip the L of LA. So I could be grouchy. I could be very grouchy. Let's just put that. Story of AT&T and MCI returning missing $1,000. Story of AT&T and MCI returning missing $1,000. So that feels like... So 1,000 is going to be M. Oh, right, yes, okay. Yeah, okay, but what type of clue is this? So, no, the counters, if by automatic you mean by me adding them, then yes, no, it's me doing it, because I wasn't going to put them in here, but I just decided to do that now. Because that's not the answer to that, isn't skip, it's sesame. So that is a skip. And I'll put L in there. Hey, Clazor! Good evening to you. Go for 6. I've got the answer to this. Yes, it is. If you're nice, I'm going to tell you. If you are nice, I will tell you what the rules are. So, clue 6, off we go. Yes, I'm not going to tell you the answers. You're not nice. I've got attic, because it's A-T and T, the letters A-T and T, and MCI returning, so it's I-C. Missing, but MCI missing 1,000, so it's just the I and the C. So what have we got here? I know effrontery. So the clue must be read in reverse. No, the reverse, they're normal. Wild, the answer must be anagrammed. That could be a thing, because tacit is an anagram. So I'm going to say that it's probably tacit. Draw 2, a pair of identical letters must be added to the answer. Wild, draw 4, a set of 4 identical letters must be added and then anagrammed. It's neither of those, because it's 5 letters that we're putting into the grid. We haven't skipped a letter. Could be normal. Could be normal. Could be normal, but I'm going to go, because there is, so I'm going to put wild, question mark, and I'll put attic there just in case, just so that we know. Good evening, Neil Moo. Hope you're doing okay. My mind has already turned to cheese. Silver and gold near a Greek marketplace. Silver and gold near a Greek marketplace. Okay, now, in crossword land, agora, or agora, is the... Yeah, there we go. Is the classic crosswordese for Greek marketplace. The forum, the agora. Now, silver is AG, gold is OR, and Greek is and near A. There we go. But, of course, we need to put 9 letters in the grid. So we need to add the same letter 4 times, anagram it. It's not alligator, but basically we will need to... yeah, I have no issues with them using American spellings because it's an American publication, so I have absolutely no idea. So I'm hoping that one of the downs, when we connect it, will help with that. But that is wild. That's wild draw 4. I'm just going to put wild draw 4, WD4. It's like WD40. But that is one of them. So there's only one more of those. Unsurprisingly, those must be very difficult to fit in the grid and even set. Olive by a field. Olive by a field. Oh, thank you, Digital David. I should have absolutely done that. I'm so sorry. Yes, there's a shout out for Resender. Currently going through the Disney Dream Light Valley. Well, I'm going to come back to 10 because I'm hoping that later shenanigans will answer that for us. Olive is a shade of green. It's a horrible, horrible fruit. By A, and then it's field. A field could be a Lee. What? Hang on. What if it's a skip? Because we've got lots of skip clues. And most of these are going to be skip, which is skip a letter in the clue. So what if it's just live by a field? So if you live, you be, or you are. There you go. Done it. He's only gone and done it. It's not a tasty fruit, Meredith. If you live, you are. And then it's by A, put the A there. And a field, your field of expertise, your area of expertise. Hooray, that is a skip clue. And we can update the skip counter. And that is area. How are we doing? We're at 138,000. That's doing pretty well. Yes, and let's make a note that the O was skipped. Obama's first usable woven trinkets. Obama's first O. Usable woven. Anagram of usable, and then we'll get trinkets. I wanted to be sort of objects for that. So O, and then anagram of usable. Oh, hang on. I'm wondering if it's a draw 2, where we have to put 2 letters in. I'm wondering if there's something that's usable. Might just be able or something like that. And then woven trinkets could be the definition. Ooh. I mean, obviously, we're not saying donating to charity is bad. We're very much not saying that. Although we're saying that Neil Moo's a stingy so-and-so. That's what we are saying. Yeah, but doing them without asking... Ick is the exact right response to that. Not sure on 12. I know that Meredith has got it. I'm going to come back to it. Hey, primary guy. Hope you were doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I'll just let... for those of you who've joined since the start, I'll let you read these rules. We're basically playing Uno in a crossword. Mr. T's crew, each involved in machinery of monkey business. Mr. T's crew... It's hyphenated, so it's got to be a team, right? It's got to be a team if it's hyphenated. Each is EA involved in machinery of monkey business. Now, money business. We're going to skip a letter. Skip a K. So it's not monkey business, it's money business. So that's skip. So an ATM, put EA in that and you get the A team. Nice clue. So that's number 13. Number 14, part of a pickup line. Part of a pickup line. Oh, that's horrible as well. I'm laughing because that's just poor programming. You should do that. Yeah. Oh, that's awful. Was it a national chain or was it just like a local thing? Because if it was a national chain, it's not going to be fun. Part of a pickup line. So I now need to update the skip counter as well. I think we must have a skip somewhere. Because look would be a good first. So if this... Okay, so if this is a skip. Bama, as in Alabama, so Bama's first usable... Baubles, it is! The O is extra. It's baubles. So it's an anagram of B and usable for the trinkets, which are baubles. So the O is extra. It's 2 different sheets. I know I can do it with 2 different sheets. Can't be bothered. So there we go. So that is baubles. There we go. It's okay, everyone. I know. I genuinely knew I could do it, but because it's 2 different things, I couldn't be bothered. Part of pickup line, not sure on 14. So let's go with 15. Sweet spot in Heartless Hunter. Sweet spot in Heartless Hunter. I mean, a hunter could be Orion. Interesting, Neil. Interesting. I'm sure they'll get some feedback. I saw somewhere that people, the corporate speak for feedback is now feed forward because feedback would sound slightly too negative with the word back, and so it should be feed forward. And I just want to die. Just give me feedback. I sent an email. I got a complaint about my pub quiz too difficult, and to be fair, I think they were right for that week. But it had got too difficult. So I just said, no, it's okay, don't worry, we dialed it back, don't worry, thank you, I love hearing your feedback. I could take feedback. Anyway, anyone got 15? Well, I'm not sure, I think I saw it at The Guardian. I can't remember where I saw it. I do hope it's a joke, but even so, I'm happy with feedback. Can't get 15, let's move on to 16. Merchant, gaining bit of market noise. Merchant gaining bit of market noise. Yeah, sure, yeah. Merchant gaining bit of market, so seller maybe, a market. Put an M in a seller or something and get noise. Merchant, a purveyor. First letter, please, Meredith, of the answer. Of the answer of the clue. If there's shenanigans where we have to add or anagram it, I'm just after what the clue goes to. S. Is smeller a thing? Because if we put a bit of market, M, in seller for merchant, we get Smeller? Noise isn't that? Why is noise smeller? Okay, waiting for the penny. Yes, the penny hasn't dropped yet. Merchant is a seller, getting a bit of market noise. Noise. I'm such a muppet. It's nose. So we skip a letter, we skip the eye of noise to make nose. Wow, I am a muppet at times. Okay. Thank you, JM. Someone else please say that they hadn't spotted that as well, despite the fact that it said smeller. Okay, in St. Louis they oddly like bad skin conditions. In St. Louis they oddly like bad skin conditions. Ooh, okay. So what are the odd letters of St. Louis they? Or in St. Louis they? In St. I slushy. Oh, bad ski. I remember this time. Slushy. Bad ski conditions is... It's more slush, really, than slushy, but I'll take it. Bad ski conditions. If we skip the N of skin, we get ski. And we could put slushy in there. So that is another skip. I'm glad, Ferdy, that I wasn't the only one. Gentry in Aspen donating pay. Gentry in Aspen donating pay. I love a good slushy. There was a restaurant that I went to for breakfast in the mornings, for a couple of mornings whilst I was on holiday, and they had a slushy machine. And what was really interesting is that us Brits, we get up relatively early compared to some others. I mean, I don't, but you know what I mean. So he was always filling up the slushy machine with the slushy liquid when we were visiting for our breakfast, and it takes a good 45 minutes for it to generate the slush. So it's I'm assuming it must have some extra sugar or something like that, because it mustn't freeze at 0 to lower its freezing point, because it's always very cold, a slushy. But it was very just interesting to see the thing always go round and round, and it's cooling it from the middle and generating it, freezing it, turning it into slush. It was like TV. I couldn't stop watching it for 45 minutes. It was great fun. All the first little bit of ice was floating round. Yes, there it goes. Anyway, I'm easy to please. Gentry and Aspen is donating pay. What if... Because there's going to be something where we read the clues in reverse. We haven't had one of those yet. Don't think this is going to be that. First letter, please. I didn't. I wish I had. Because they had so many flavourings to put on it. Really? Spend? Is it? There's the counter. Spend? Gentry, it's in Aspen donating. But where's the definition? Entry. Is entry in? Is your entry your spend? I guess it is. Don't like it. Oh, if you pay, you spend. Okay, so what's Gentry doing there? Because it's in Aspen donating pay. So what's Gentry doing there? And it's not... Oh, it's entry in. Entry in. And entry just means it's in there. Though in could have been fine. But anyway, looking, we have actually got the first few words, and none of those are skips. Muppetry may be having a fair whack in this stream. Now, this clue I did check. I had to check the original clue, and this is what the clue is. Wolff's warning is down, up, Virginia's last, right, left. I've not seen a clue with 4 arrows in before. So Wolff could be Virginia, but of course Virginia's in the clue. Virginia's last is a... Wolff, okay, it's going to be a Wolff's warning, isn't it? Like howl. Or a woo. What are the arrows doing there? I mean, down, up, Virginia's last, right, left. I wanted to be a skip clue because I wanted to be a Wolff's warning, W-O-L-F. Which means I don't skip any of those arrows. Dwal, snarl. Okay, what if it's snarl? South, north. Wow. Wow. South, north. Virginia's last is A. Right, left. Wow. That's a silly clue. I like it. Sorry, I should have given that to the chat there. Given that to Let's Savia, etc. and Hollow. That's a fun clue. So Wolff, it's a skip clue. The O is being, one of the O's is being skipped. So a snarl. How does one annotate that? What do you mean? O in crosswordese? I think just S-N-A-R-L maybe. I'm not actually sure, Meredith. That's a good point. Ending misusing. Well, that's going to be missing, isn't it? Misusing is become missing. Beginning. So ending missing, beginning for providing relief. Easing. Providing relief is easing. Ending missing, beginning. So an ending missing its first letter, providing relief, abating, easing, conclusion, there we go, ceasing, thank you, right, I had everything. So the U is coming out there, so it's ceasing. There we go. Let's add that to the skip counter. Break dance shoe in a Dan Aykroyd movie. Oh goodness. Break dance shoe in a Dan Aykroyd movie. I don't know. He was in Ghostbusters, wasn't he? And probably Ghostbusters 2. I mean, wow. Well done for getting the thingy. The missing message. I haven't. Looking out. Probably looking out for number 1, maybe? Is that 22 letters? I don't know. But anyway, don't say it. Don't. No confirmation, no nothing. Break dance shoe in a... Movie Aykroyd Dan A in shoe dance break. No. There's 3 of these clues we're going to read in reverse, and we haven't done that yet, and I'm looking forward to those. Of course, there are 8 normal clues. Break dance, anagram of dance, but then a 2-letter shoe? Oh, hang on, no, a dance shoe just might be a tap. Or a slipper or something like that. A dance shoe is probably tap. But I don't know. Has anyone got 27? No, going to move on. Singer of Wild Thing and singer of Unforgettable, excluding West. Oh no, I don't know music. Wild Thing. It was the Trogs who did Wild Thing. Which doesn't help. Unforgettable. Who did Unforgettable? Ironically, I'd forgotten, or I don't know. So I'm going to Google who sang Unforgettable. Unforgettable singer. I thought it was Sinatra. Nat King Cole or Natalie Cole. Well, there's no W's in that. I know, primary guy, yeah. Okay. Is it going to be any extra letters? Is it going to be read in reverse? Is it going to be add to? Don't know. Going to come back to that one. Finally went to wander and found riches. Finally went to wander and found riches. Riches could become rices, maybe. Finally went to tea. To wander is to roam, to rove. There you go. Okay. Is that a normal clue? A trove is some riches. Finally went is tea, and to wander is trove. So that goes here. Could be an anagram. Could be normal. So if I do overt, so we've got attic here that we weren't sure about that might be tacit. So we've got attic, tacit. We've now also got trove and overt. Or voter. Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay. But we're aware that we might have a wild. Employment of about 250 years. Employment of about 250 years. That's a quarter of a millennium. So it'd be CCL. Ah, what if it's not 250? What if we get rid of a number? What if it's 50, which is L? Employment. Usage. About is circa or C. 250. Well, it's going to be another C, isn't it? And what if I get rid of the 2? So it's 50. Okay. About could be C. 50 would be L, and then years could be eon or age or... And then employment. Era... yes, 2015 is when it was published, so it was written probably late 2014, early 2015. Or any point in the time, pre-2015. No, not spotting it, going to move on to 32. Some wine, a whole bunch, found in back of a seat in Paris. Some wine, a whole bunch, found in back of a seat in Paris. Some wine. So reds. A whole bunch. Whole could become whole without W. Found in back of a seat in Paris. What's the French for a sofa or a chair? I don't know. Foggy has it. First letter, please. Yes, that's all I'm doing, Kato. Yes. Absolutely. M. Oh, chaise, of course. Merlots or something like that. Some wine. Some win. What if it's some win? Next letter, please. Is it some win rather than some wine? So I reckon. Okay. Merlot is the only wine I can think of that starts M-E. Some wine. A whole bunch found in back of a seat in Paris. Paris in seat A of back. It's not a reverse clue. Next letter, please. Back of a set in Paris. Mer. C in Paris. Okay, it's the mer. Lots. There you go. So it's mer, a C in Paris. So we're skipping the letter T. Seat becomes C, and it's lots after mer. So that is 32. Say to the stars, give off polished performance in centre. Say to the stars, give off polished performance in centre. There's a lot of words there. And only 4 letters. Say to the stars, pray. Could this be a normal clue? Polished performance in centre. Centre is CR, is it? Going to come back to that one. I know Folger's got it, but I'm coming back to it. Oh, right. This is going to be probably. If I had to guess, because this is a long one, this is going to be one of the 2 wild draw 4s. Spanish chili is hot. I mean, is it chili like that? If so, what's cold in Spanish? Don't know. Spanish could be E. Chili, cold. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 5 letters, basically, is what I'm saying there. Frio. Ah, well, that is not useful. Hot. Now, I'm going to come back to that one as well. A feast cooked on a ship, perhaps. A feast cooked on a ship, perhaps. Anagram of a feast, and we're going. So it's probably going to be. It's got to be at sea. So A east. Okay. So it's A east cooked. Anagram of that is at sea on a ship, perhaps. A skip. We're going to skip the F. That is at sea. And finally, LA team to some erstwhile fans. Boobs. I'm assuming booze. I'm assuming booze is the. So we've got an extra letter there. LA team. Lakers? I mean, could we read this in reverse? Because could it be boobs fans? Erstwhile, some to Team LA. First letter, please, primary guy. A team could be a side. No, LA team. All I can think of is the LA Lakers. LA. First letter when that comes through. To some erstwhile fans, it's going to be booze. Just. I haven't got first letter, so I think I'm going to move on. Lakers, Kings, Dodgers, Rams. None of those. Any first letter? No? Okay. Moving on to the Downs. Rex Small Marshes. Rex Small Marshes. At least we have some letters. Rex. So if you wreck, you total, you Destroy. So small. Small is S. Could there be an extra letter? Marshes, small wrecks. Could it be read in reverse? A marsh, swamps. Swamps. But we need an extra letter if it's swamps. Nice simple one. Oh no. Can I have the second letter, please? Because I know the first letter is an S here. Or at least. Actually, I should ask for the first letter of the answer as well. Okay, SM. Small can be SM then. Okay. Marshes, fens, swamps, bogs, ashes. Smashes. Okay, so marshes just becomes mashes. It's just a straight skip clue. Because we take the R out of marsh to become mashes, and it's just S for small and mashes. Smashes. There we go. I was looking too deep into that. I've not been keeping up with the skips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. Be so near swinging hammers, say. Be so near swinging hammers, say. Mashed potatoes. Tell you what I had earlier today. I had some corn on the cob from my mother's own garden, and it was amazing. It was incredibly sweet. I've not known a sweet corn be that sweet. Despite it being in the name, this was a particularly sweet corn on the cob. It was excellent. I wanted to be an anagram of like be so near, but there's too many letters. Yeah, amazing. First letter, can I get confirmation that the first letter of this answer is indeed E? No, she hasn't got a big garden actually, Meredith. It's quite... Oh, no, the amaze... Was that a maze pun? It is an E. Okay. Maybe singing. What if it's not swinging? What if it's singing? If you be, you are... Next letter, please. E-A. So it is ear. E-A-R blank blank S. Earths. Hammers. Earths is an anagram of hearts. Should get this. If you be so, you seem, you appear, maybe. Near could become ear, swinging hammers. No, sorry, I'm going to have to come back to that one as well. 3 down. This has got to be amateur in the grid entry, but why? Actor uncompensated for trauma developed in movie of Terminator. Ah, no, let's read that backwards. Yes, here we go. Terminator of movie, E. In developed trauma, anagram of trauma, for an uncompensated actor. That's one of your reverses. Nice. Very nice. And really well done as well, I think. So that is amateur. And that's the first one of those. Is sand covering the back of surfboard rentals on an island? Is sand covering the back of surfboard rentals on an island? Rentals on an island feels like it's the definition. Sand, maybe it's and or or I, sand. Covering the back of surfboard, D. Rentals on an island? What extra letter could we have here? What else is there? There's also draw 2. Also wild, draw 4. First letter, please, hollow. Sand. Sand. What if it's not sand? What if it's sad? Sad is down. Mope is sad. Mopes. Mopeds. I haven't looked. You've said something, but I haven't looked. It's mopeds. It's if you are sad, because we're going to skip the N. You mope. So is sad. Mopes. Put a D in it. Mopeds. 5 down. Romeo is between happy and sad. Romeo is between happy and sad. Rome is... Yes. I was not getting very far with that one. It's this one. Rome is clammy. Whammy. Between happy and sad. Now, there's a double M in there. So I reckon this is going to be a draw 2, and we're going to put 2 M's in there. But it's not a wild. All we can do is insert 2 M's into there. So I think it's going to be Romeo is, and it's going to be 4 letters, something AY, between happy and sad. Okay. If you're between happy and sad, but then it'd be okami. So whammy, chamois, clay. Is Romeo a clay? Between happy and sad is not clay. It's got to be this. Can I get a confirmation that I'm doing the right thing? Whammy. Pray, prammy, like a pram. Just like a pram. Grammy, grey. Is Romeo a grey? Between happy and sad, you're grey. But why would Romeo be a Grammy? What am I doing? Sad is grey. Oh, right, yes. So Romeo is R. Now I know what I am. I am gay. R in gay for happy becomes grey for sad. There we go. So that is a +2. That was a +2 clue. And we'll draw 2. Fine, draw 2. No, I preferred it like that. And we're adding a couple of extra M's in there for Grammy. Evidence from Watergate feud. Second of burglars. Brownish grey shades. It's got to be from the Wheel of Fortuning on this. It's got to be taupes for your brownish grey shades. Now, why? The evidence from Watergate is tapes. Or maybe just Watergate feud. I don't like the word feud though. Second of burglar is you. Fed. If feud becomes fed, the evidence of Watergate, the tapes are fed. The second of burglars, put the U in tapes for taupes. There we go. So that's a skip, and we're skipping a U. Rank. Smells, essentially. Rank. Smells, essentially. What? Oh no, he's forgotten. He's forgotten. I hadn't even got the cans ready. Have a sprite of shame, everyone, because I forgot. What clue is this? Well, if this clue is 7-Up, But sorry, if this is 7 up, then the clue is 7 down. Yeah. What if it's ran rather than rank? Smells essentially. Well, that's Mel or EL. It is a new sprite of shame. The old one expired in terms of best before date. Rank. Hang on, Colonel. We don't do any deleting from any answers though. Essentially, smells rank would be the reverse. I mean, why is there an L there? Is smeller wrong? What was smeller? Oh, it was a skip, so smeller is put into the grid correctly. Oh, but tacit may not be right. No, hang on. That was attic. So we've now confirmed that attic it's an anagram of attic. So we know it's an anagram of attic, and I assume it must therefore be tacit, not tatic or tiact. So, Kalel, Kilol, Chulal. I just can't think of any words that go in that space. Kolal. Col is a rank, as in colonel. C-O-L. Now, if I put the number 1 in there, if you have trouble this is a normal clue. This is a normal clue. Oh, no. If it is colonel, we can fit it in with the number 1. Colonel. That is the number 1. Okay. So colonel smells essentially. Smells essentially is EL. Where did we get? Oh, and there's a colon in the clue. Oh, that's clever. Rank, colon is colon. The middle of smells essentially is EL, and you get colonel for the rank. Okay, good clue. Irritating with how that all came together. Deliverers of mould placing last of fungi atop roughly 83% of building material. 83%, is that 6/7? Because if so, what letter do we take away from building to make it? Or we have to take... it's 5/6. Okay. Deliverers. So nurses maybe, because those... Hang on, where are we? We're going here. Icemen. Deliverers of old. It's icemen. It's deliverers of old. Last of fungi, I. Atop. The building material is cement, which has got 6 letters. 83% of that, 5/6 of that is semen. Say that carefully. And deliverers of old. Icemen. That's a skip. And we're skipping an M. Redbone tears police weapon. Has to be a taser. Now, why? Okay, hang on. It's an anagram of tears. Redone. So this is a skip. Redone tears. So we're skipping a B. Okay. It's something out. Oh, so it is looking out for number 1. It is looking out for number 1, and we're going to be putting the number 1 in some of these clues. This way, it will almost certainly be an I, although that could be on O-N-E as well, but we're going to put the number 1 in the grid a few times. Okay, so that's taser. That is taser. Don't know whether I did the skip, but I'm okay now with it because I know what the message is going to be. It's looking out for number 1. Taser. I don't think I did the skip. Let's just add a thing. Looked around a little bit and blazed the trail. Looked around a little bit and blazed the trail. Of course, Uno is one. Yeah, yeah. I hadn't put that together. Don't like this game. Don't like Uno. Looked around a little bit, peeked, and blazed the trail. Don't know. Let's move on to 20. He scuds all around gale of nobility. 20. It begins with D. He scuds all around gale of nobility. Well, is it Dorothy? Because it's going to be gale of obility, of nobility, of obility, of no of. It's got to be Dorothy, right? Don't know why it would be. maybe it's Dot rather than Dorothy. He scuds. I don't know. All around. Okay, now what if it isn't Gale? What if it's Gal or Ale? Could be an anagram of he scuds, of course. But I don't think it is. Second letter, please. So the first letter is D. I'm assuming the second letter. Oh, it is a gal of nobility. He scuds. Oh, I need to have more faith in myself. I talk myself out of things far too easily. So it's gal of nobility, not gale of nobility. And it's an anagram of he scuds. Duchess. Hey, Sensei! Go on, deposit your coins. Come on. Odd time for a disappointment. Odd time for a disappointment. So this is 22. Overt could be wrong because it could be voter, so this could be an O. Odd time for a disappointment. I see. I did wonder what you were going on about, Sensei. Well, we shall see if any of your sounds come up today. Odd time for a disappointment. Let down? Hang on, what if I read that backwards? Disappointment A4 time odd? No. Odd time, T and M. Odd Tim? Odd tie? For a disappointment. Yes, get your coins in. We're now at 148,000. So this is 1 week in. So that's what, 7 to 8 weeks. Yeah, I'll need to. I can only do the challenge for a month, but I think I can extend it by 1 month. So you've got 2 months to do it. You should be able to do it in 2 months. No, not getting it. Jackson offering yaks to a cabal or a cabal. I now want a kebab. Jackson offering yaks to a cabal. Now, there's a Latoya Jackson, isn't there? I believe there to be a Latoya Jackson. Is that right, Meredith? I'm not sure. Is it per day? I thought we worked out it was per stream. Anyway, regardless, you get to take more than a month. There is a Latoya Jackson, I believe, offering yaks to a cabal. Fair enough, Colin. I can't see what letter will come away. Offering yak. Is it Latoya? Oh. Oh my. Oh. Oh, that's mean, but I have to do the counter. I have to do the counter at -2 now today. This is going very well. I was at +2 at the end of last week's. Cabal A2 Yaks offering Jackson. That doesn't make any sense. Can't be a reverse clue. Yes, it can. Because if you do the words in reverse order, you can then read Latoya. It is an offering within it. Latoya. That's mean. Yeah, I did think this could happen. Then forgot all about it. So that's a reverse. Nice. So that's 2 reverses, and 0 of them have been seen. Sears Online teased nuts. Sears Online teased nuts. Is that going to be Sears Online instead of Sears Online? Teased nuts. Anagram of teased. It is a hidden. It's absolutely a hidden. It's just the words are in the wrong order. Anagram of teased, I reckon. E-dates. Seas Online. Oh, it is e-dates, isn't it? Because to see is to date. You didn't see it. You didn't say it. You didn't say it. I was fine. So that is a skip. We're skipping over the letter R. So there's the R of number. Oops. And it's e-dates. If you see someone online, you e-date them. Manly man with Zeus's lover in a small float. Is there going to be a mall float? Like, is it going to be an ice cream or something that you get in a mall? Manly man. It'd be nice to have a manly man around here, wouldn't it? Not going to get one on this stream. With Zeus's lover. Now, Zeus had his way with a lot of things, people. He transformed into a swan, didn't he? Or a bull or something. He did eat. Zeus was mad. But who was Zeus's lover? So I'm going to Google for Zeus's lover. Zeus lover. Before his marriage to Hera, so he was married to Hera, Zeus consorted with a number of the female titans and his sister Demeter. So Metis, Themis, Eurynome, Demeter, Mizamene, Leto. But anyway, Io is a common one. Okay. A stud. A stud. Stud is a manly man. I was just thinking, ooh, yeah, stud. And then Io. And then you get a small flat instead of a small float. So we're looking after number O so far. Attack the whipping boy. Attack the whipping boy. I've just realised that, of course, Colonel was one of the normal ones. So I'm assuming this probably might be a normal one. Not sure. Attack the whipping boy. Not sure. So we're going to come back to that one. Part of a car, Prince Charlie. Now King Charlie, thank you very much. Part of a car, Prince Charlie, placed atop Army Supplies building. So it's 27. All I've got is comma so far. Prince Charlie. It's just going to be CR, isn't it? What letter could be extra? Not sure. Going to come back to it. 28. Here, near bologna flavourings. Here, near bologna flavourings. Bologna flavourings. So if near becomes ear, it's going to sound like a bologna flavouring, and it means here, or it sounds like here. and is a bologna flavouring. We know what the message is going to be. So getting rid of an N could work here. Here, ear. So here, you're breaking the wrong deaf. I don't know what that means. Below knee, I mean, does that mean below the knee? Flavourings, meats. Hint, please. Give me some of your finest hints for this one. Is this a US meaning for bologna? Well, I assumed it was a sausage, but what if it was... Okay, what if it means bologna as in... rubbish, nonsense. Baloney. Okay, so if that means rubbish, so an anagram of ear, so it'd be, and then flavourings. What you here? Because there's your anagram of ear. But then flavourings, FS for flavourings, E numbers. No, those are Europe things. Herbs. Okay, why is it herbs? Here, near. So bologna is BS, but near just means near in this instance. Is that right? So near here is HER, BS for bologna, and that flavourings. But that's a normal clue, yes? That feels normal. Oh! No, but then what's near doing? Unless it's just next to. I think skip the E, yeah. So that is herbs. We're going to skip the E, so that means we're going to lose an N from Prince. Part of a car price? Yeah, comma. Part of a car price would be a comma then, wouldn't it? Charlie, C, placed atop army supplies, which are ammo, but they're buildings. They're going up. There we go. That's how it works. So there we go. Hi, John. So C over ammo reversed there. So that is comma. 31, the last clue. Right foot twisted round, beyond the limit. 31, 31, 31, 31, 31. I haven't written 31 down here. So that is exciting. That is because that's a previous crossword. He's done the thing again. That's not from this crossword. Excellent. Right, so we've done pretty well. We've found one of the normal ones, but now we know what we're doing. We'll probably find more. We've got two of the reverses, one of the wilds. No, we've got two of the wilds. Now that overt has been confirmed as well, because that could have been voter. So we've actually got two of the wilds. One of the draw twos is done, so that was grey, and we put two M's in it. Wild draw 4, we know is this one. Is that going to be memorable? So we're going to be adding 4 M's to Agora. Mammogram is that. So there we go. So that's a draw 4. And we've solved that one completely. And we've skipped most of them. So we still need looking out. So we need the O. And that's it. So we've done 21 of them. We just need the O. Right, let's have a look. What do we do first? 14, part of pickup line. Part of a pickup line. So I'm assuming that's just an I, because it says, you might, if you have trouble fitting these into the grid, you might want to try the advice that can be read in the skipped letters in clue order. Okay, so this is either an I or O-N-E. Part of a pickup. Part of a pickup line. If that was O-N-E, let's just type O-N-E there. Phoneme. Don't tell me it's phone me. Oh my goodness. It's phoneme, which is phone me. Phoneme. Nice. So part of a pickup line, phone me, and also part of it is a phoneme. So there we go. And that is a normal. Unsurprisingly, the normals are all going to cross each other with the ones. There's probably a normal in here, isn't there? What have we got? Let's try this one. Let's focus in the top left. So we got 2 down. Be so near. Yes, it's going to be an anagram. Now that I know it can have the number 1 in it, this is an anagram of be so near. Swinging so they're ear bones. And there's your 1 there. So that is your anagram. Sorry, I should have given that to you. That's a normal. So that's number 3. And so, what is this? This is 15 across. Yeah, I'd expect 4 ones as well. Sweet spot in Heartless Hunter. Sweet is honey. Yes, yeah, so sweet, so honeyed. Now, why is that? If you spot you I, and a heartless hunter is a hound. A hound is a hunter. Take the middle letter out because it is heartless. You get hond. Put I in hond, you get honeyed. And if something is sweet, it has been honeyed. If something is honeyed, it has been sweet. Normal. That is number 4. Good. That looks almost like the word charade, but it isn't. 27 across. Breakdance shoe in a Dan Aykroyd movie. No. We know it's not a skip. Movie Aykroyd Dan A in shoe dance break. Hints please for 27. Yeah, okay. Is it a 5-letter movie? And then we're going to put 2 of the same letters in. I don't think we can put 2 letters in this, can we? Hints, please. So I'm assuming it ends in S. Oh, Coneheads. There is a movie called Coneheads. Now, why? Break dance shoe. Is it just an anagram of dance shoe? It's just a f***ing anagram. Normal. Coneheads. Ah, dear. Anyway, we found the next normal, so that means let's have a... That makes more sense with the N and the N and the V there. Let's look at 22 down. Odd time for a disappointment. November? Non-event. Why is it non-event? Non-even is odd and T is time. Nice. Pardon me. Right, so it just leaves the clues, this whole area. Let's go 34 across. Spanish chili is hot. Ay, ay, ay. No, going to need more letters. Let's look at 30 across. 31 across. Employment of about 250 years. So we've still got a reverse, we've still got a wild, we've still got a draw 2, a draw 4. And 2 normals. Employment, usage, and what if it was usage? It is, because the age of the US is about 250. Okay, this was written about 5 years ago. Fine, okay. And so this is... it was got to be an anagram. So this is a wild. This is the third wild. So it's an anagram of USH. USAGE. So that is... A goose? A goose, there you go. Horrible anagram, difficult anagram that. A goose. A goose, yeah, absolutely. 19 down. Looked around a little bit and blazed the trail. Pioneered. No wonder we couldn't get that. That was flipping difficult with the extra. If you blaze a trail, you pioneered. Now, looked around a little bit. You peered around an iron. Wow. Wow. Okay, fine. Yep, that is a normal. So let's go for the last normal clue at 29 across. Singer of Wild Thing and singer of Unforgettable, excluding West. Oh, feel free to put all of your monies. Feel free to give me money as well as Dan Coy, Matt Clemson. Good evening to you. Goodbye. I like this. I like this because it makes you come back. If only for me to insult you and then you go away. It's excellent fun. So, tone something something C. Tone deaf. 2. Is it 2 something without the W? Singer of Wild Thing. Hints, please, on this one. Okay, if it's if this is a person, then go for 29. I think on this one. Tell me, because I probably do not. Do not give me money. Do not give me damn coins, Stephen. No. Tone Lock. Never heard of them. So why is it that singer of Wild Thing? Did he sing Wild Thing, or she, or they? Or is it a band? Is it a person? It's Cole Knott backwards. What's the exclude? Oh, West. Okay, so it's not excluding the letter W. It's just going backwards. So Cole was Unforgettable. Excluding is not. There we go. Tone Lock. Yeah, wouldn't have got that. Hooray! Now, what? Oh, I don't know how long that counter had been wrong, but I'm definitely at -2. So there, I know I accidentally pressed the up button a minute ago, so there we go. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Whoever you are, you weird sod. Thank you. Let's go with 26. Tone Lock. 26 down. Attack the whipping boy. Attack the whipping boy. Is it go at? Because if you attack, you go at. And then we could add 2 letters to that to make a word. Gomat, gobat, gotat, goffat. So I think it's going to be Geo something AT. I think that's my gut for that. I think that's going to be a. We've done all the wild. Did we do the wilds? Oh goodness, yes we did, didn't we? Because it was an anagram of a goose. So we did that. We haven't done. So we've still got 1 draw 2. We've got a wild draw 4, which surely must be this. And we've got a reverse clue. 32 across. No, 33 across. Say to stars, give off polished performance in center. Center, oh, hang on, here we go. This is the backwards one. Center in performance is the letter R. Yeah. Polished off is 8. Give stars to, say. Yeah, if you give stars to something, you rate it. There's your backwards. Okay, say to the stars, give off polished performance in center. Center in performance, R. Polished off, 8. Give stars to, say. Rate. Nice! Reverse, not backwards. So that's all the backward clues done. We can read them all forwards now, thank goodness. Let me go at the whipping boy. Go to. What have we got here? 36. LA team to some erstwhile fans. Boobs. Well, it's booze, isn't it? Probably. Because we need... No, bobs. Hang on. It's bobs, not boobs. Because we need the O for looking out for number 1. We're still missing an O. Dodgers. If you bob, you dodge, don't you? So the LA team are the Dodgers... I'm assuming. So why does that become Dodges? Or are they just the LA Dodgers? There was Dodgers, isn't it? Anyway, it's definitely that, because we are going to get rid of the O. So it's a goatee. There we are. So go at. Attack the whipping boy is just a goat. A whipping boy is a goat, a scapegoat. And if you attack, you go at. So I'm happy with that for 26. And then we get a goatee for the draw 2. We add 2 E's. So it just leaves us with 34. So that was a +2. Ah, there's your plus again. That puts me on... Oh no, it didn't do it that time. Okay. Finalement. 34. Spanish chili is hot. So we're adding 4 E's by the looks of it. And it looks like eyepieces. So if we get rid of the I's from eyepieces, Y-P-I... So it's spicy. So why is it spicy? Spanish is SP. Chili is icy, and you get hot for spicy. And then we're going to add 4. Draw 4 plus 4 there. There we go. So that's spicy, which is hot. Add 4 E's, and you get eyepieces. And that is by Roger Wolff. The game... No, it's not Roger Wolff, isn't it? It's Uno. I don't know who it's by. Hang on, I'll tell you who it's by. I might have got this entirely wrong for the whole thing. It is by... Oh, it's by Roger Wolff. It was by Roger Wolff. I just forgot to update the title of the puzzle.